Mic check 1 2 3 4. How do you guys read me? Mic check 1 2 3 4. I have all the updates for you. I have evidence. I've got proof. Who's ready? Drop some crabs in chat. Smash that like button. We're gonna get started here in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Who's ready?
Rare to find, treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore, stack up wealth and so much more.
Who's ready? The bankers have pulled out all the stops. They're attacking us, but us crustaceans, we are rising for the occasion. I've got the evidence, I've got the proof. I'm gonna spell it I'm gonna spell it all out for you. There we go. Here live in just 4 minutes. Top off your drinks, grab a snack. We're about to get going here.
Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all.
Smash that like if you're ready. 3 minutes and 30 seconds till we're live. Let's go. Yes. Who's ready? Better yet, who wants free silver, gold, or copper? Put free in chat right now if you want it. Let's get it. And by the way, it's chasing that mill, M-I-L-L. It is not chasing that MILF. It's chasing that mill, not MILF. Come on.
So hit that sub.
Let's go.
Join the quest, riches await. You're the best international stacker.
Thank you, Constant Stream. Welcome to the Crustacean Nation. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. Let's get it. That's the Goblin. If you bought the dip, put dip in chat right now. If you bought the dip, you know your boy did. Shout out America First, gifted a membership, and that went to Uncompromised One. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis and say thank you to America First. 2 minutes till we're getting started. Smash that like, grab a drink. We're about to be live. Let's go. Yes. Let's get it. Let's see some crabs in chat. Who's ready for the Mega Ga? Who wants the free silver, gold, and copper? Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Let's get it! Who's ready? 45 seconds left. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Let's get it. We're gonna kick it old school here. Old school intro. We're gonna kick it here live. Smash that like button. We're getting started right about now. Intl-Stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker. Ladies and gentlemen, the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. As a matter of fact, I am sipping on some peanut butter whiskey, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart, but I gotta say that twice, because I'm down here on the island. Where are you all at in the world? What are you sipping on? Let me know. Over 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. We were just in Poland. We were just in the Czech Republic. We're going to Australia soon. And thank you so much. We are at 57,705 subscribers. That means we're only 95 subscribers away from the next big show. Now, this is an emergency alert. This is an emergency update. I'm going to let you guys know what is going on. What happened? I'm going to let you know what happened on the attacks that started mid last week going through till Friday, and what my expectations are for Sunday evening and Monday. And spoiler alert, it was a major attack, and I've got the proof. I've got the evidence to prove it. It's not conspiracy, it's actual fact. And for those people who think it could be conspiracy, well, let's just look here. Hold up. Big banks fined. So these banks have all been fined for market manipulation in the past. As a matter of fact, JP Morgan Chase actually paid $920 million fine in 2020. But Citicorp, Barclays, Royal Bank of Scotland, Scotiabank, UBS, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, a bunch of banks have been fined for scamming, for breaking the law. And either a couple of JP Morgan Chase bankers went to prison over it. Federal prison. That, ladies and gentlemen, ain't no joke. So here's the situation. I'm going to give you guys the update in 30 seconds. I'm going to give people 30 seconds more to log on. And then I'm going to break down for you what happened, where you're at, and where we're going. And can I wear my robe in the war room, says Silver Pug? Yes. Guys, channel members, and we have 2 new channel members. All channel members have access to the channel member only live streams I do here on YouTube in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. And again, shout out to all the Diamond Claws members. I had to update this. So shout out to all the Diamond Claws in the house. Thank you for the support. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, do you have Diamond Claws? Diamond Claws. Okay, so here's the situation. I'm going to break into this. I'm going to brief you. This brief is probably going to take about 8 minutes. So I'm going to break down for you what happened, what occurred. I'm not going to be able to look at chat, but after this breakdown, I am going to be answering questions. So if you've got questions, write them up, have them ready, and make sure you tag at International Stacker so they pop out orange to me so I can answer them. But here is the situation. So in 2025, and BH Customs, welcome to a Crab Cadet. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. All right, in 2025, remember, silver increased 148.8% in 2025. Gold increased 88.7% in 2025. Now we're in 2026. So silver, even with the recent smackdown, here's a ray of hope for you. Even with the recent all-time most massive attack on silver, we still finished the month at 19.6% higher. With gold, we still finished the month at 13.2% higher. We still achieved the highest monthly close for gold and silver on history. In history, the highest for a month. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is truly epic for what I'm about to unravel, what I'm about to show you, and the depths that the bankers went to. But first, we got 1,200 people in the stream, 311 likes. Guys, please smash the like button. And really quick before I get started as well, I want to put this link in chat. I have my Mega GA. GA is short for giveaway. I'm giving away free silver, gold, and copper. Mega! And the question in chat is, who wants it? I'm going to drop this link right now. Enter the Mega GA here. You got to be subscribed to enter the Mega GA, but I'm dropping the link in chat. For the love of God, I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, but it's probably going to be 25. I'm giving away some gold. I'm giving away some copper. So make sure you guys enter the Mega GA for sure. And I'm going to jump right into the deceit to the destruction right now. So in 2025, the DXY, which measures the strength of the US dollar, it gained about 10%, but just in the last couple days, Thursday, Friday, it gained 1.94%. And that's going to come into play later to show you the rampant manipulation. Now, if you turn on the news, if you look on the internet, if you look on any of the mainstream media, they're going to tell you gold and silver crash because Trump's pick of Kevin Warsh for Federal Reserve Chair because of the expectations that he's going to tighten U.S. monetary policy. Some are going to tell you it was profit taken on a record parabolic move. Everything's normal here. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the excuses that the market riggers use to mount their continued assault. Now, I want to remind you, this is not financial advice, what I'm about to break down here. I'm just some dude on the internet with crabs, but here we go. Now, also remember, I've said in the past that nothing goes straight up forever except the U.S. national debt. And here we are. And when these things pop up, I don't know how to close these. I don't see an X anywhere. But anyways, the only thing that goes straight up forever is the U.S. national debt. And we're right now at 38.67 million and climbing. And it's truly disgusting. So nothing goes straight up forever except the U.S. national debt. And I've said that we're going to see corrections. We're going to see pullbacks. We're going to see tamp downs along the way. And we have. I did not predict the nuclear warfare that I'm about to unfold for you. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, the bankers are fighting back. Even animals on their deathbed, when they're dying, when they're injured, they're the most dangerous. And they're not going to go quiet into the night.
Run.
And remember, I've also said that we're going to have, and I've really been beating the drum, we're going to have to exercise intestinal fortitude. Ladies and gentlemen, what does intestinal fortitude look like? That. That. And that. That is intestinal fortitude. And we've made it this far. We're going to keep going, but the attacks are not done yet. And I'm going to unfold for you exactly what happened right now. So, here's what I got to say. They're attacking. Things are happening. The mainstream media is saying it's the federal chair pick. It's just people taking profit. I believe this is a straight up attack. This is literally a rescue mission to save the big banks from their short positions, as well as panic selling piling on. So my primary thesis here that I'm going to prove to you guys in the next 8 minutes is that this was an outright attack, a rescue mission to the big banks. Now, what we saw here, and I think what I want to do real quick is break down the few days leading up to this, and then I'll jump into exactly what happened. So back here on the 26th of January, Monday, you guys remember we had that big pull down. We had that big attack here. And if we go here, Monday would have been the 26th. So on the 26th, is that right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. So Monday the 26th, they traded 1.8 billion fake paper ounces of silver on the market to crash it down. Now, when it got down here, do you know what happened when it went from red to green? Literally, the options expired on the COMEX. As soon as the options expired, they let the price run again. We even gapped up here if you could see that. So the first attack we had on the 26th was a smash down by the big banks, trading more than 1.8 billion fake paper ounces. And as soon as the options expired, they let them run rampant again. So then that brings us to the next attack. Here. Okay, now here's the explanation for this one. You're going to have to follow me because it's total conspiracy, but at first it doesn't sound like it's a conspiracy, but I'm going to spell this out for you. So please smash that like if you like how I help you guys read through the tea leaves. Now, this red candle here, this is where the stock market opened. The U.S. stock market opened. That was at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Within 25 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, we saw a big gap down here, and we saw a 35-minute onslaught. Now, I want to direct your attention here. The night before, and that's not the right screen. I want you guys here. The night before, Microsoft released their earnings. They were horrible. And if you remember at the beginning of the week, one of the major watch out situations I gave you guys was corporate earnings through the end of the week. And they could have a direct or indirect impact on silver, and boy, did they. And I'm about to prove that. So they put out their press release for their earnings. They were horrible. So right when the stock market opened, Microsoft gapped down massively, over $357 billion on the gap down. So if we're looking back over here, that's within 35 minutes. So we had the market open within 25 minutes. We had a gap down as well here on silver as well as gold. And within 35 minutes, we fell a total of 10.3%. If you're looking at the top, that was 12.4%. Now, I believe this second attack, the first attack we just showed, was when the options expired. And as soon as they expired, it was let run again rampant. This one here, when Microsoft crashed, and remember, Microsoft is huge. They've got a $3.9 trillion market cap, but $357 billion of that is huge. They were down as low as 13% on the day. Microsoft makes up 8.7% of the NASDAQ market cap. And remember, it's easier to get listed on the NASDAQ than NYSE. They make up 6.6% of the QQQ market cap. QQQ is the top 100 companies on the NASDAQ and 6% of the Dow. So if you have retirement, if you have some sort of ETF or some sort of basket of stocks out there, you were most likely impacted. And on this day, we saw 4 times the normal volume once this crashed. Well, when that crashed down at that time, what was doing well? What was the best performing asset of the year? Gold and silver. So we saw a run on silver and we saw a run on gold. Now, here's where we start to get to the conspiracy. I believe they went to these two funds here, gold and silver, to grab liquidity. So it was forced selling due to bad earnings report to grab liquidity. But then once this started, the big banks started to pile on their rescue mission, which I'm going to show you here shortly. The proof, the undisputable proof that happened. Now, some people would say, well, if that's the case, how come the Shanghai Futures Exchange had the same crash here? That should not happen if it's manipulation on just the COMEX. Well, that's because Microsoft has a ADR, American Depository Receipts desk with a brokerage firm in Shanghai. So they have the same exposure. So I believe this was the liquidity rush cleansing out the tops and the losses and piled on by the big banks. So we saw that happen, and then we moved sideways as Microsoft started to rebound during the day. Okay, now we're here to the attack we just had. So those are the attacks leading up, but those two attacks led to instability, to weakness in the system. And remember, just a couple days ago, while these attacks were unfolding, the margin rate for the COMEX was hiked from 9% to 11%. And remember, the beginning of this year, they went to a notional margin rate. So before they were a fixed margin rate, it was a margin nuke, they would launch it. And in 1980 and 2011, it crashed the market. But so far this year, it has not crashed. And if you go to my channel and click on videos latest, go here to the silver nuked video. I go more in depth about what a margin nuke is and how it works. But just know for this video that the beginning of January, they changed it. So now it's a notional margin nuke. That means they launch it. And the higher the price goes, the higher the margin increases automatically. But they increased it from 9% to 11%. Know that. Now, we're going to get here to the attack that just happened. And let me pull this up. Okay. I've got a few notes here. One second. Well, let me do... Okay. So we're there. Okay. So... we went from 9 to 11%, and then effective this Monday, thank you for that uncompromised. Effective, what happened is we went from 9 to 11%, and then we went from 11 to 15%. So from 9 to 15 was like a 33% increase in the margin nukes. Now remember, margin hikes or margin nukes are short-term bearish, long-term bullish, and they've actually done really good for our markets here and helped us to like shake out a lot of instability. Now, the number you're all waiting for is, remember, in 2025, there were only 22 days over 1 billion ounces of silver traded on the COMEX. Now, here in 2026, we've already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in just the first month, and the last 5 all occurred in a row, and then there was 3 other days and then another 4. And on Friday, The biggest attack we've ever seen on silver. The biggest attack, the biggest crash we've ever seen, they traded 1.842 million. That is the second largest trading day in COMEX history for fake paper ounces of silver. And why does that matter? Remember, we produce 835 million ounces of silver about every year. We consume 1.2 billion, and this was 1.84. So in one day, they traded more than the annual consumption. Totally gross. Now, the one good thing about this attack, and I'm about to break it down even more, is we filled one, we filled two, we filled three groups of gaps. So remember, in technical analysis, all gaps must be filled, and we filled three different gaps. The only gap that's remaining is a gap from 73.32 to 72.83. Now, does that mean 100% we're going to drop and fill this gap? No, it doesn't. But 95% of the time, they're about not a financial advisor, just a guy on the internet with crabs. All gaps must be filled. So it's highly possible we push higher and keep going and never drop down to retest this. It's also possible tomorrow or in the coming days we retest this, then go higher once we fill that gap. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now, a few reasons for the attack we saw on Friday. One, it was the end of the month and contracts were closing out. And this is what I mean, that it was a literal rescue mission by the big banks to help the shorts, help drop it and help the shorts to cover. Okay. So if you look here, this is the proof. So at the low, at the settlement rate of $78.29 on the 30th, the day of the massive attack, JP Morgan Chase covered 633 minus 147. That's how many shorts they covered. So nearly at the bottom, just like $5 from the very bottom, JP Morgan covered their shorts. And that's what I mean by this was a literal rescue mission to save the big banks. And some more breaking news. Not only is the COMEX launching margin nukes, which again have actually been beneficial for us because it's smoking out, getting out all the short hands, the shorts that can't afford it. But the Shanghai Gold Exchange also raised their margins yesterday to 20%. Okay, so this attack happened on Friday. One, to help the end of month contracts to cover their shorts before they got margin called. Two, to lower the value of those contracts as you roll them over. Three, to destroy the highest week close and highest month close on record. But remember, we still closed with the highest month ever. So why am I still bullish on silver? Can anyone in chat guess? And before I answer that, they smashed us all the way down to like 73.45, and then we rebounded up to 85.19. Wow. Why am I bullish? It's because literally none of the fundamentals have changed, ladies and gentlemen. Again, not a financial advisor, but why do I stack silver and gold? Why is this different than 1980 and 2011? Remember, 1980 and 2011, we're in a silver production surplus. We produced more silver than we used. Now, in 2026, we've been in a 5-year plus silver deficit. We produce about 835 million ounces of silver a year. We consume more than 1.2 billion, and it's only getting worse. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. It's the most reflective metal. It's some of the best thermodynamic properties. It's even antibacterial. That's why it's literally used in yoga pants. We hit peak mining production in 2016. Every year since then, we dropped 1 to 3%. 1 to 3% every year. It's gone down. We hit peak mining. It's done. The only way to catch up, the only way to fix this problem is to open new mines. And new mines take anywhere from 10 to 15 years from exploration to getting the ore out of the ground. You might be able to speed it up with permitting and stuff, maybe even 5 to 10 years. But ladies and gentlemen, we're in a deficit that's getting worse. And the only way to fix it is to get more of this stuff out of the ground, which is years and years away. Remember, the most reflective, the most conductive metal, the best thermodynamic properties, antibacterial. That is why silver is so important, and that is why there's literally no replacement out there for it. And why? Why, ladies and gentlemen, do we stack this stuff physical silver? Why do we stack this stuff physical gold? Remember, it's because all throughout history, governments, financial experts have told you to stack this stuff. Paper, fake, fiat currency. And all throughout history, this stuff right here, when not backed up by physical gold and silver, has literally always gone to zero. And as I plop down this big fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you that it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went from $1 million notes to $1 billion notes and literally to $1 trillion notes. And this one coin here from 1936, 5 Bolivar from Venezuela, 90% silver is literally still worth about 70 bucks. And all this fake paper fiat currency that the financial experts, the government, told their people to stack to save their buying power in their retirement literally went to zero. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we stack physical gold and silver. On top of all the fundamentals I just mentioned, there are some major secondary drivers of why I am so bullish on gold and silver. One of them is geopolitical chaos we're seeing. Iran, we've got a carrier group out there. Russia, Venezuela. There was a story the other day on denuclearizing North Korea. Bottom line up front, it's not getting better anytime soon. And instability and fear drives people into gold and silver. 2, we're over $38 trillion in debt. Remember, the only thing that goes straight up forever is the U.S. national debt. We're going to see tamp downs. We're going to see attacks. We're going to see corrections along the way. And that's why intestinal fortitude is so important moving forward. Here's another little baby black swan event. The government shut down. The government is shut down right now. It's probably going to open it back up sometime Monday. But there's a lot of issues going on that have secondary and tertiary effects on gold and silver. And we just saw in Chicago, the first bank or filled bank information for the Metropolitan Capital Bank and Trust in Chicago, Illinois, literally died. It died. It's done. It was handed over to another bank. The FDIC came in. So we literally saw the first bank failure of 2026, and we're not even out of January yet. And it happened after one of the biggest days, one of the biggest attacks, the most legendary attacks we've ever seen on gold and silver since its inception, since the creation of the COMEX. And what happens in March, ladies and gentlemen? One of the largest silver delivery months in the COMEX. And remember, the COMEX, every contract is 5,000 physical ounces of silver. And you can actually demand delivery on the COMEX if you're a registered entity, authorized entity, or a big entity on there. And they have to send you the physical silver. So what happens in March, which is actually one of the biggest, one of the largest silver delivery months for the COMEX during the year, they currently don't have enough physical silver to cover it. They have 450 million ounces of silver in contracts, but they are only at that time are expected to have 120 million ounces in stock. Now, how do they manipulate the price down? Well, it's what they've been literally fined for in the past. Remember, I just showed you that JP Morgan Chase covered their shorts. So what do they do? It's called spoofing. So as a market goes down or up, a big institution puts a big sell order or a big buy order with the intention of never executing it. So what happens is if you put in a giant sell order down here at like $67, like 100 million ounces, right? All of a sudden the algorithms see that and it starts to put weakness in the trades because they think, oh, it's going down. Big people are going to sell a lot. What are we doing? So we'll start to trade accordingly. And then once it gets there, they cancel the order. So spoofing is putting in fake orders either up or down with the intention to never execute them. And with silver, it's always, literally always on the downside. But what's going to happen in March, ladies and gentlemen? Beware the Ides of March. And at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you guys a question. At the end of the day, what really matters here? What really matters here? How many fiat paper dollars you have? How many cash dollars you have in your bank account? Does that matter to you guys? Or as I dig under this, which is apropos because you've got to literally mine for physical silver and physical gold, is what really matters at the end of the day how many ounces of real money you have in your back pocket. And don't take my opinion for it. Literally, China, the United States made silver a critical mineral, a critical strategic asset in the end of 2025. In the United States, we used to stack this stuff. Look, this bar minted from the U.S. Strategic Stockpile silver in 1981. We've done it before, and now we're doing it again. And literally, there was a $2 billion bill approved by Congress, which is a hard thing to do right now to get all of Congress to agree on something. But they agreed to $2 billion in spending to stack this stuff physical silver. So the real question, after I broke all that down, ladies and gentlemen, the real question is, did you or are you buying the dip? I know I have, and I know I'm going to continue. I am not scared. I am prepared. And if you understand the true fundamentals of silver, not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet with crabs. If you understand the true aspects, the true fundamentals of silver, nothing has changed, and it's only getting better. And just know over the next 5 years, whatever currency you transact in every day, it is going to be printed into oblivion. It is not backed by physical gold and silver. So those who stack the metals, in my opinion, are the truly prepared ones. So I broke it down there, guys, to all 2,000 of you. What do you think? What's your opinion? Put it in chat. If you've got questions, put it in chat. But that's my breakdown of the situation, where we're at. Did that help explain it? Do you guys feel better? Now I know the next question. Are we going to go up on market open, or are we going to go down? That's a hard question to answer. If you were to look at this, we had momentum on the upside. The Shanghai Futures Exchange did close at a premium over spot of 109.30, 109.30, and we closed at 85. So we're talking about $15, $24 premium. So it's very likely we could go up, or we could have a little tamp down correction. We could come down here and close this gap, then move higher. So again, not a financial advisor, anything could happen, but if you're stacking for the long term, it doesn't really matter. If you believe the fundamentals in silver, and that's why you got into it, keep believing the fundamentals in silver. The structural deficits, it's increasing demand, the difficulty in getting more. That's my opinion. That's my recommendation. And Comrade Bullion in chat is saying the perfect storm trifecta: 1, endless money printing economic; 2, global imperialistic acceleration safe haven; 3, BRICS nations and de-dollarization of political. I agree with you. And guys, one of the best things you could do, besides going to my channel, hitting the subscribe button, and smashing the like button right now, because we're only 70 likes away from 700, the best thing you could do right now is go to YouTube. And I want you all, if you've not watched this, to type in Mike Maloney, Hidden Secrets of Money. Mike Maloney, Hidden Secrets of Money. If you're questioning yourself, if you're questioning the fundamentals, he goes in a deep dive here, 11 episodes. It's really going to help you. It's really going to give you history. And guys, that's another reason I'm so bullish on silver and gold. It's literally been money for thousands of years. Look at these Roman denarius. Look at these gold, silver, electrum bars from Japan. It's literally been money for thousands of years. So go watch that for the love of God if you haven't. And are the banks panicking more because Trump's new Fed pick? Less likely to receive a bailout? I don't know, Pete. And people are saying he's going to be a hawk. I think he's going to do whatever the administration wants. I think he's going to cut rates. So I think he's going to be dovish. I don't think the banks are panicking about that, but they're certainly panicking about gold and silver. And I missed that one. 1 second. I'm trying to get all the questions here. Yes, the first channel member. Oh, wait. Is the first channel member free? Says Gut to Games. It costs money to become a channel member, but you get access to the channel member only live stream in the War Room. But sometimes people donate channel memberships, and you might get lucky. You never know. The bot from YouTube may pick you. Let me see the next question here in chat. Floyd Lawton saying, I know they take a while to build, but is there any news on the U.S. trying to increase refinery capability? Yeah, there is. There is, and actually, I want to show you guys something here. This is a video I just put out. Go to my channel, click videos latest. It's a heater, but you need to hear this.
An all-time high of 100.
So you need to hear this. This is from the White House themselves. Let me pause the music here. And then let me find the part in this YouTube video. This is literally a special assistant to the President of the United States. This is so bullish. They are like upping the ante for mining for a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to turn up the volume here. Let me play this for you guys. Let me know if the volume's okay.
Yeah. So what are we doing in the U.S.? I would say broadly 4 things. We're investing in mining projects. We're stockpiling minerals. We're going to protect our mining companies. And we're rebuilding our mining ecosystem.
So did you hear what he just said? stockpile minerals, protect our mining companies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not conspiracy anymore. Like, how bullish is that? And then he goes on to say this. Are still telling us that gold and silver are relics of the past.
We've begun stockpiling minerals.
We've begun stockpiling minerals. That means silver, folks.
President Trump convinced Congress over the summer to give us $2 billion to stockpile critical minerals in our national defense stockpile.
Congress agreeing on something, both parties, to stockpile minerals, that should tell you how important it is. Congress, no matter what side of the political spectrum you lie on, Congress does not agree on much these days, but they agreed on $2 billion to stack minerals, including silver.
That's the largest investment we've made in stockpiling since the Cold War ended.
So do I think $200 silver is possible? Yes, I do. One of the main reasons, and again, a lot of the trolls in the comments say, just like 1980 and just like 2011, it's going to crash. The difference is back then we were in a silver production surplus. We produced more silver than we consumed. And today, one of the main differences is we've been in a silver production deficit for 5+ years. So there we go, guys. That's a video I put out. It's a great video. You should go watch it in its entirety. But I make the case on $200 silver. I'll drop that link in chat. And I spell a lot of things out, but that was literally the special assistant to the President of the United States and the National Security Council talking about investing in mining companies, stockpiling minerals. Literally, the U.S. government is becoming a stacker. And we got Spark Stacker in chat saying, what did silver do during the last government shutdown? It went up. So let's pull it up. Dates of last gov shutdown. December 22nd. So let's go visit that. December 22nd. Okay. So December 22nd, which was like right. That's the week. Oh, here it is. So December 22nd to, hold up. That's not right. That's not right. Hold up. That's right. October 1. October 1 to November 12th. I was like December. October 1 to November 12th. So let's go look. Okay, this chart's going to give me problems. Just know I've researched it. And the price of silver and gold went up. It was bullish for silver and gold. Now, the reporting is on the current government shutdown that they do have a CR that's been voted on and passed by the Senate. So as soon as the House is in session on Monday, they're expected to vote on it. They could make some changes. So the government's probably going to be opening much quicker than the last time. We're shut down for like 30 days plus. XX Steve with $2 super chat saying 2K viewers and 600 likes. You know what to do, guys. Please smash that like button. And look at this, guys. We are so close. I cannot believe how close we are to 60,000 subscribers. We're at 59,738 subscribers. If we just get to, what is that, 62 more subscribers, we will be doing the big show live. And you got to be subscribed anyway to enter my Mega Ga. I'm giving away over 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, and copper. Enter Mega Silver giveaway here. So you got to be subscribed for that. And I'm putting the link in chat right now to enter the Mega giveaway. Okay. So here's a question. The whole breakdown I just gave you guys, do you feel better going into tomorrow? And I will be live streaming Market Open tomorrow I'll be live, what is it? 5:30 p.m. on, because the market opens at 6. Do you guys feel better? Was it clear? Was it concise? Doppler, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You are mega. Do you feel better? Remember, I've been saying for months, you're going to have intestinal fortitude. This is not the last time that we're going to see a chart like this where the big banks come in to save the shorts. This is not the last time we see the MSM and Jim Cramer say, sell your silver, it's a thing of the past, you're screwed. It's going to take intestinal fortitude to stay the course. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to shout out all the Diamond Claws members on the channel, all of them in the stream. And I got a question for everyone here in chat. Do you have Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
And uncompromised $1 $2 super chat. Thank you, saying, and channel member, saying last government shutdown, silver went to 48.75. That's mega. Guys, I'm so excited for tomorrow night. I don't know where it's going to take us, but there's no folks in the world I'd rather experience it with than y'all. It's going to be crazy, in my opinion. It's going to be absolutely insane. I try to be on every live stream. Sometimes I'm on a different account. Awesome. Thank you, Gut Games. You're always welcome no matter what account you're on. Kenzo, you got to join as a Diamond Claw member. If you're having problems with that, you can email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. But your name would be green right now with a emoji next to it. So that's for channel members. It is going to be biblical. I totally agree with you, Iman. And let's go over here to X, formerly known as Twitter. Make sure you follow me at Intl-Stacker. Thank you, XX Steve, for the $2 super chat saying, wish silver went to 60 and gold to 4K. Guys, who is loading the bank right now? Like, every time the bankers crash us, it's such a blessing. Yeah, Yehuda Ben Shimon is on X is saying, IS, I've also noted that physical silver on eBay is going for higher than paper price. Yeah. Guys, if you go to my channel, click videos latest, go here. Silver shortage 2026, why physical prices will explode no matter what paper says. I make the case for that. And at a certain point, we will decouple the more the big banks play. Shouting you out. Definitely. And welcome Big Rick as a crab cadet. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. As a personal opinion, says Chaos, not a financial advisor, I have roughly 65 ounces I need to move for unexpected expenses. Do I try to move before market open tomorrow? Look, here's what I'll tell you, Chaos, and you can email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com if you want to get more in the weeds. But traditionally, after big market moves, whether it's the COMEX, silver, or gold, or whether it's the stock market, traditionally, the odds are you see some sort of market rebound. It might not be a ton, it might be a little. So it might serve you to wait a little bit, but it depends how quickly you need those funds. So if you want the safe thing to lock it in now, yeah, this weekend, but like, if you don't have to sell, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, I would not be selling at all. But it depends how quickly you need it. But traditionally, more times than not, once you have a massive correction like we saw, you do see the charts start to rebound back. And remember, there's a lot of buyers. Do you see Asian AI guy saying it was Salt Typhoon who hacked COMEX? No, I did not see that. We need a decouple emoji, says Variable. That sounds fun, Variable. Sorry, I'm chatting too much, but I'm trying to buy, but no one's selling mid FL. Look around. There's gotta be some shops selling. Call shops, call pawn shops. You should probably be able to find one in mid Florida. Alice in chat saying, from Paradocracy, at no time in history has a marked decline in the DGIA to gold ratio reverse course without the American economy first entertaining an official recession. And guys, remember, we stack physical gold and silver for the long term. In my opinion, that is the safest way to do it. If you're getting in for a couple days, a week, or a month, that can be risky. You can lose a lot. And for the love of God, don't get leveraged. The big bankers will destroy you on leverage in 15 seconds, and they will sleep about it at night. Trade responsibly, trade within your means. Stack responsibly, stack within your means. Don't get leveraged. My LCS local coin shop is no longer following paper markets. He pauses prices on hold. Is this possible? It's totally possible, Silverpug. You might see more and more, depending on what happens on Monday, you might see more and more local coin shops saying, okay, spot prices, whatever, but the premium's plus 30. Entering, not entertaining. Reread the comment. Okay, Alice. At no time in history has a marked decline in DGIA to gold ratio reversed course without the American economy first entering. Did I say entertaining? Entering. There we go. Okay, guys. Here's my thought process. Here's my thought process. I know you guys like the crab music. I know you guys like chasing that mill. I know you guys like the crab dance. By the way, all my music is available. It's all mine. I wrote the lyrics. I produced the music. Used my likeness in the vocals. You can go on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Apple Music. Just search International Stacker, TikTok. International Stacker is the artist. It will all pop up. And I've got a brand new song I want to play for you guys at the end of the stream here called We Are Stackers. So smash that like if you're excited. Make sure you subscribe. And again, you got to be subscribed to enter my mega giveaway. The links are in the chat. And Lying Dogface Pony Soldier saying, will the LBMA be in business after Friday's glitches? Yeah. Look, the COMEX had their server overheating episode. If you guys want to find out more about that, go to videos latest and scroll down here to activate the plan. Urgent alert, bank secret agenda, crashing silver and gold. That is all about the COMEX and their server overheating. The London Metals Exchange, LME, opened an hour late. That's something I forgot to add in there. They opened an hour late and all the metals crashed down. That was part of the shenanigans. But they can't do those multiple days in a row, so I doubt they would pull those shenanigans again, honestly. So enter the Mega GOM. Make sure you guys subscribe. The next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow evening for the official start in trading of the COMEX, which I'll be live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to stay online until the Asian markets open, and we're going to see what happens. What do you guys think? Put it in chat right now. Do you think we're going higher, or do you think we're going lower when the market opens? And again, to enter my Mega, you got to be a subscriber of the channel. And really quick, before I end the stream, there is a girl I met in Poland. She's single. She's looking for a suitor. So in chat, if you're a suitor, put your best pickup line for this Polish girl we met in the Germanium Mint, Viola.
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
She's different, ladies and gentlemen. And Ali in chat saying, at what prices did you start selling chunks of your stack? I'm in it for the long term, my friend. I know that the US dollar and other paper fiat currencies, this stuff right here, is literally being printed into oblivion. I know this stuff is becoming rarer. So I'm in it for the longer term. So I can't tell you that right now. I'm going to see what the market does. And if I'm going to shift it into another asset, I'll make sure to let you guys know, but I'm in it for the long term. What do I think silver dropped? Dropping zombies. Watch this live stream back when it's over. I covered it in depth at the beginning of the live stream. Can you always answer questions? Because it's a good way to interact with chat and everything. I try gut games. If I'm giving you guys an explanation of something, I get through it first, but I always go to the chat and answer questions. I always try, I always do that. Okay. I want to hit you guys with something right now. I'm going to end the stream. Again, I'm going to be live. Oh, do you guys want to do a crab raid? Oh, maybe we should do a crab raid. 1 second here. Guys, crab raids are fun. I find a small creator. Let's see here. Silver. I find a small creator. And then we go on their live stream. We drop crabs in the chat. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but we drop crabs in the chat. And we at least like the live stream. It gives them one of their most viewed live streams ever. It helps the algorithm find their channel and recommend it to more people. So let me see if I could find someone. Vegas Stackers live. Let's see. Let us see. He's not live. You got to be live. Vegas Stackers not live. Coin. I love the crab raids, just helping out the smaller creators, bringing new eyes on their channel, and then they've got some time to pitch to you guys why you should subscribe to them, why you should check them out. And again, it helps the algorithm find them and prioritize them. So I think it's an awesome thing to do. Rising tides raise all ships. Golden. I'm just trying to find someone live right now. Yeah, it all depends on who's live. So I'm looking who's live right now, and I can't find any gold. Do you guys know any small gold and silver stackers? Let me know. Guys, it wasn't that long ago we were at the Egyptian pyramids and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel Cam, guys. Eshem here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
Dude, some of these pickup lines for Viola is so funny. Okay, Southwest Ohio. Thank you for the 279 Canadian RIKB. Really appreciate it. Okay, let me look here. He's not live. Hunting. No, I don't see Hunting Southwest Ohio live. Unfortunately. It's upcoming. It's not for 9 minutes. Okay, here's what we could do. We could do Southwest. He goes live in 8 minutes, so we could hang out and talk a little bit more. I could hit you guys with my new song if you want. And then after that, it should be ready to go do the crab raid. So if you guys want to hear the new track, we are stackers. Put stackers in chat if you want to hear the new track, and then we will go crab raid $50 as long as he starts on time. Put stackers in chat if you want to hear it. Guys, like, I was in the music industry like years and years ago. I wrote hundreds of songs. A lot of the stuff made it on the radio. Unfortunately, I did not get rich from it. But all that to be said, I've written hundreds of songs, and this, I think, is one of my best ones ever. We are stackers. Hang around. We're going to do a crab raid right after this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. They said we were crazy. They said silver wouldn't break 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. They told us the bull run was over, but we kept stacking.
Batteries of charge, passport in my hand, backpack full of bullion, a life you understand. Hotel room scale on the desk, counting every ounce I've kept. Airplane windows, dawn and dusk, dreaming about the next big chest. Desert markets, ocean ports, whispers in a hidden chord, map lines, red ink, folded corners, X mark secrets in the borders. I'm a gold and silver stacker on the run. Circle the globe till the treasure's done. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Yeah, free silver, free gold for the whole foundation. Silver stacker never alone. Never. Every dream turning into stone. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Free silver and gold for all. Old ship bell in a coastal town, a rusty safe getting dragged out now. Ancient coins in a dusty tray, shine 'em up, watch the years fall away. Border trains through the midnight haze, customs line keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets sewn inside my coat, every bar another little vote. From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, From Arctic ice to island drums, every stamp on my page.
They said we were dumb.
Another drop in the way.
They said silver was over.
Silver stacker.
But we kept stacking. Who's with me?
Voices rise like a tidal wall.
Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Yes. I hope you guys like it. You can listen to that song on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever. Just search International Stacker as the artist. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll find it together what's going to happen when the market opens. And guys, we're only 93 likes away from 1,000. I know we can do that. So smash that like, and we're about to do a crab raid. Now, for those who wanted Ohio Coin Roll Hunter, we can't do him because he does not have the automatic transfer enabled on his channel. So there's no way I can send you guys there. But I found another silver and gold channel that's live right now with actually 4 people from the community on it. So I'm going to end the stream right now. It should automatically take you there. When we get there, if you want to subscribe, that's up to you. But I ask you to fill the chat with crabs, smash the like button, and listen. Listen as they react to a bunch of crabs Halo dropping on their stream. And if you got questions, you can email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. I'd be happy to answer them. Here's the link in chat. I'll see you guys all there right now. Let's go do a crab raid. Catch you on the next one, everybody. Thank you so much. Whoa. Catch you on the next one.